The man never imagined that after a sudden train break that he would have an intimate encounter with his longtime crush. Sneech quickly apologized, but the woman didn't care at all. She didn't even want to reply. In his panic, Sneech accidentally stepped on the devil's foot. Moguro Fukuzo accepted his apology, offering to act as a matchmaker to introduce the two. He even guaranteed they would walk down the aisle together. Sneech said he couldn't even reach her shoulders if he jumped, and a stunning beauty like her could never fall for someone short, poor, and plain like him. Moguro Fukuzo disagreed, explaining that women are usually interested in men who like them. Sneech asked if Moguro Fukuzo was related to the beauty, but Moguro Fukuzo replied that he didn't know her at all. This made Sneech feel like he was being mocked. However, after a full day of work, Sneech started to regret it. What if Moguro Fukuzo was telling the truth? He really liked that beautiful woman. Just then, a colleague told Sneech there was a visitor, and it was Moguro Fukuzo. Somehow, he had already learned of Sneech's regret, and was eager to act as the matchmaker. Before leaving, he told Sneech to look forward to tomorrow. But the next day, when Sneech mustered up the courage to greet the beauty, she completely ignored him, and even turned around and left. This made Sneech very angry. It was all Moguro Fukuzo's fault for making him embarrassed. Unexpectedly, a hand suddenly patted his shoulder. Sneech turned around, wanting to complain about what had just happened, but Moguro Fukuzo accurately recited all the beauty's information. He explained that her behavior that morning was just shyness. After all, there were so many people at the station, so for a better date, the beauty would come to Sneech's apartment to meet him that night. Sneech was skeptical, but he chose to trust Moguro Fukuzo one more time. However, the last thing Moguro Fukuzo said was strange. Why did he specifically remind him not to be tempted by her looks? Otherwise the beauty would get hurt? In response, Sneech firmly replied, "I really like her. It's not just because of her appearance. Since he worked at a bank, he could tell what kind of person someone was just by looking into their eyes. He had made eye contact with the beauty every day on the tram. She was definitely the lady he admired." At that moment, the doorbell rang. The beauty had actually come to his apartment, wearing makeup and bringing a gift. Sneech hurriedly prepared black tea and snacks. He wanted to start with small talk, but the beauty got straight to the point. She wanted to get married. She asked if Sneech was willing. In response, Sneech poured out his heartfelt confession. Unexpectedly, the beauty was very straightforward. She slowly took off her mask. Sneech covered his eyes, but he couldn't help but peek. To his surprise, he saw an extremely beautiful face. Looking at her perfect figure and beautiful face, Sneech felt like he had reached the peak of his life. But in the next second, he came crashing down, because the beauty's face was actually the result of plastic surgery, and the operation had failed.